All right, folks. Jason Thomas, 41 to 100. 41 to 100 pounds lost. 41 to 100% of everything you could be, even at 41. Whatever age that you are. So, 9 weeks off because of emergency umbilical hernia surgery. And, of course, you can hear it in my breathing. From the last time we talked, I could actually run. Now I'm back to walking again. So, part one. I woke up on a Monday morning, ran, came home, lifted weights, did push-ups. Next day, walked. By Tuesday night of the 25th of October, I was in severe pain. Didn't want to get up, didn't want to talk, didn't want to do anything. But I understood that for the next day, I had a paper due and an exam due. So, with that being said, you know, God's good, God's healing. I woke up the next day and the pain was gone. So I was able to, go through my day, work. I didn't work out because I was in pain. But one thing I didn't do, which you'll find out in the story is a blessing, is I didn't eat. So I woke up the next morning, did my midterm for class. Tuesday. Sorry about the dates. Wednesday, I did a paper for class. Thursday morning, I went to the doctor. The doctor decided on he used a sonogram or ultrasound. Whatever the one it is, they put the gel on your stomach and they wind your stomach to see what's there. Nothing's there, but from the pressing and pushing from the exam tech, by the time I got back in the car to go back home, I was back in that pain again. I assumed that it would go away. I went in the house and took a work meeting. During that work meeting, I knew that I needed to go to the hospital. Something was wrong. So on a scale of 1 to 10, for my umbilical hernia to add, also had an incarcerated intestines, which is, we'll talk more about that later. So I had an umbilical hernia with incarceration. Now I wasn't locked up. Incarcerated bowels or incarcerated intestines. So I went to the hospital by the grace of God, because we all believe what we believe in. If you're an atheist, that's fine. Me, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ, that's what it is. So thank God that I called the doctor and I said, I'm in severe pain, what do I do? She said, well, my office is connected with White Plains Hospital. I'll put your information in before you get there. So you get to White Plains Hospital, they'll be ready to check you in, it'll be no problem. So my wife and I, took our trip to White Plains Hospital, got there, still in severe pain, and I think I'm sharing this video more than anything else as a part one. I don't want to go too far. So part one being, for those that have had an umbilical hernia or an incarcerated hernia is probably only 1% of the people in the world get those, but it's extremely dangerous. It can lead to removal of a part of your intestines. Worst case scenario, you could die. It's the worst case scenario. So if you're having severe abdominal pain, it could be that. If you have a history of having a hernia and the doctor said they could put it off, if you're having severe abdominal pain, that could be what it is. So I'm going to leave this as a part one. My symptoms only were severe pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably an 11. But everybody has different thresholds for pain. For me, it was bearable. By the time I got to the hospital, though, it was unbearable and they had to give me morphine. So that's part one of incarcerated hernia. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm just back walking today. I did gain 20 pounds during my recovery.